work as a data analyst in AI analytics team under Azure Squad. So today I am here to talk about the experimental Saturdays. So starting with my problem statement, one of the experiments on which I was working on was from e-commerce domain. So according to the client, his store is experiencing a decline in his sales, and it is unclear for him to analyze what's the reason for what the main reasons are for his declination. So he wants us to analyze the products or the regions that are offering the decline to the sales. So solution for this problem of our experiment, I was working on an application called Power BI. So what is Power BI? Power BI is a tool by Microsoft which enables users to analyze data and share insights. We have worked on basically two Power BI services. One is Power BI Desktop and other is Power BI Service. So let me get deep into what in these fields. So first one is Power BI Desktop. Power BI Desktop is mostly used for creating visualizations, data analysis. We can create calculated measures and columns. So the basic use of Power BI Desktop is to create visualizations. And moving on further to the second one is Power BI Service. Power BI Service enables us to have a web-based interface of Power BI. We can use it to share and collaborate with other stakeholders or team members. Power BI Service mainly use desktop for going to publications and other things. And we can use Power BI Service for implementing the security for our data source and our analysis. So let's now deep dive into the architecture of Power BI. Here I am going to explain the working of how we can start to the ending process. So what Power BI enables us is, the first thing is it has various database connections. We can use flat files, SQL database, BlankQuery, Azure Cloud and other online services for collecting our data. When we have gathered our data, the next step is to extract it from the source to our Power BI. So for that purpose, we use Power BI Query Editor. We can directly import our data from these databases and then can move further for data transformation. When we collect our data, when we import in our database, so the data comes in a raw form. We are not just getting all the data in simplified manner. So we have to go for data transformation. So the processes that includes creating calculated columns and removing unnecessary data. If we have null values, we can use other query parameters for maintaining that data for transformation. And when we have just cleared all the data transformation, we can load it into our database so that we can further analyze our data in Power BI Desktop. So when we load our data in data warehouse, Power BI has this automatically feature that automatically create the tables and all the relationships between the tables. When we have defined the relationships between the tables, we can move further for dashboard reporting. The interactive dashboard reporting of Power BI Desktop helps us to create visuals and maps, graphs, plots, charts that can ease the user for viewing the data in a simplified manner. When we have created the dashboard, the next step is to publish it to the end user. So that the part come here for the Power BI service. When we have created the dashboards and we are all over with the project, we publish it to our repository and on service, and we can share and collaborate with other stakeholders for the collaboration in our Power BI reports. So let's deep dive into how we create reports. So this is a step-by-step process for creating reports in dashboard. First of all, as I explained earlier, we have to connect to data. Data can be from any source, either online live data, or we have a personal CSV or Excel file located in our computer. Next, we have to go to create visuals. Power BI offers great visualization capabilities. We can create visuals from any kind of data. Next steps is to add filters. We have to filter down the data we want to view and what are the benefits of the data. So we can slice down, or we can say the filter down the data which are most important to us, and that will be beneficial for others to view. After creating filters, we go to creating measures. So it's not possible for every data to have possible measures. So we have to create our personal measures. Next step is publish. When we have created our reports, we go to Power BI service and publish our reports in our workspace. So while working in the experiment, the kind of data which I got from the client side is this. He or anyone cannot describe what is the main cause of his decline. We cannot analyze from order IDs or quantities or numbers, just from random numbers to analyze what's the main problem or the root cause of this problem is. So here comes the picture where Power BI analyzes and manages this data into more interactive and informational way. So let me share you the report or dashboard I have created using this data. Here is the dashboard which I have created. You can see the difference between this dashboard and the kind of data which we have received from this client. What we are depicting here is a sum of amount. Sum of amount, what are we analyzing from that data? That this amount is what we are getting from in all quarters. We have first, second, third and fourth. So this was data of 1 year. So 1 year amount was this. And what was the profit generated from that data is this, and sum of quantities, how many quantities were there, and sum of AOV. So just looking by this is we can analyze that our sales is growing from January and we are getting loss in June and July months. We are getting the profit by month, profit by subcategories, and customer's name, average amount by state. We can basically divide the information and we can present here in more meaningful and interactive way. So what we are depicting here is average amount by state. So as you can see here, according to our data, the Uttar Pradesh is experiencing very high the sales from the store. When we go by subcategories, the printers are the most purchased categories from the store. So basically what I'm trying to say is we can use Power BI for more informative creating dashboards, and we can analyze much better just by going through that data set. Recently we have covered all the main functionality of our Power BI tool and its architecture. So let's move on some of these use cases of this tool. So here you can see we have the data of Netflix originals. It's irrespective of the data. We can use any kind of data. We can use for sales and marketing representation, financial analytics. We can go for HR analytics, people analytics. We can go for any analytics as we have the data. So here we can see the data of Netflix originals, how many shows are there, languages, genre, and top shows, bottom shows by yearly basis. And this is kind of a HR analytics dashboards where we can manage the in and out of an employee, his average office hours, his total break times, what are his punctuality and presence in the office. So these are some of the use cases of this Power BI. And moving on to advantages and benefits. So Power BI offers many advantages over other BI tools. So some of them are data visualization, which I have already showed you. The data integration, we can connect to various data sources from other online services as well. We can use real-time analysis, and it also enables us to use Power BI through our any smartphone also. So now let's conclude our topic. So this Power BI tool helped me in day-to-day tasks. As a data analyst, we came across hundreds of raw data and the dependencies of other teams to clear the insights and get the meaningful information. So in this process, Power BI tool helped me a lot. So it is a great initiative from XenonStack to implement the experimental strategies that allowed me to explore this tool from our domain. Thank you for watching this video. Hope this helps you a lot in exploring Power BI tool.